What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Pipe Revival. Welcome to the Pipe Revival headquarters once again. I've been taking some time off for the holidays, and I got a shipment of some tobacco in that I'm excited about. As some of you know, I'm trying to throw all my support behind Cornell&Diehl. And so I'm going on an exhaustive deep dive, folks, on these Cornell&Diehl blends that I've purposely been ignoring. Here's just the honest truth, folks. I was a little turned off by Cornell&Diehl because of the amount of tobacco blends that they have available, and I just thought it was a little gimmicky and stuff like that. And I think that I was wrong, and it was a hasty decision, and you guys probably know I can be a little hasty. But today we are trying out one of the blends that I got in is Exhausted Rooster, and this blend I've already smoked a bowl of it. This is something here. I'm excited about this blend because this is right up my alley. I'll read you the description that's on here. It is a tasty flake of Virginia's, dark-fired burley, and a dash of Perique, blended especially for the Chicagoland pipe show years. So you might have heard it's a flake. I kind of try to stay away from flakes because when I'm smoking, I'm always like on the go and doing stuff, and I don't have time to sit around and prepare a flake tobacco. But this flake is super easy to prepare. We're just gonna pop this thing open, and it's just got that wonderful, that dark fired burley is just a dark fired burley, and that Perique and the vanilla, or not vanilla, the Virginia. There's no vanilla in this, folks. I'm not a vanilla fan, but this has got that deep, it's almost like it reminds me of like a port wine. That deep, rich berry. I don't know if it's not really berry. It's that wine. I don't know what it is, but that's what it reminds me of. Is a really dark port wine. You can see how it comes. There's the flake right there, ready to fall apart. This is not like a stiff flake, really coarse and dense tobacco like I've had in the past. A lot of McBaron flakes are really stiff and really dense tobacco. These are nice and airy, and they super easy to prepare. You can prepare them with one hand. I kind of just crumble them up, make a ball, and just stuff them in there. So pretty easy to load your pipe up. I'm going to load my pipe up here real quick. But the tin note on this blend is absolutely fantastic. I don't know where they came up with the name, because this does not make me think of an Exhausted Rooster. But this is along the same lines, I would say, as like McBaron Stockton. If you guys are lucky enough to have gotten the 6,010 run of Stockton by Smoking Pipes here the last few months ago, this is right in the same vein as like Stockton or Three Nuns. It's a little bit more, it's more sweet, I would say, than a Three Nuns, but it's right up there with Stockton. Stockton's probably a little bit got a more of a darker element to it, I would say, than what this has, but this is good stuff. And right out of the tin, it is ready to go. It's ready to rock and roll, folks. But if you put some age on this, my goodness, that would be something special right there. All right, we got our trusty Dr. Graybo, Prince. Here we go. We get our false slide out of the way. Lightly tamp that down. So I've been smoking quite a few Cornell&Diehl blends. Here's what I've noticed. The blending of these tobaccos that focus on mouthfeel. Now basically all that's saying is the pH balance of the tobaccos and how they're going to feel in your mouth and not give you tongue bite. I mean, it is masterfully done. Each one of their tobaccos that I've smoked here of late, I've had Bayou Night, and as you know, I've had Haunted Bookshop. I've been smoking Haunted Bookshop for a while, and Old Joe Krantz, and I got a few others. I may do a review on them. They're kind of lesser known, I guess, maybe. All right, I don't hear much about them. But what I've been noticing is the smokability of these Cornell&Diehl blends, in that it's not going to, they're not bitey at all. There's like no hint of it. That is telling of a master craftsman when it comes to blending these tobaccos and casing. I'm assuming this tobacco is cased. So the casing, the blending of the leaves, and how they're putting it together to develop this balanced, flavorful, cool burning, cool on the tongue smoke. It's a masterful talent that they have developed over there. And it's my understanding they hand blend almost all of their blends. The way that they sneak in the dark fired to where you don't get that overwhelming ketchupy or barbecue sauce or whatever it is, where it's just kind of hanging out in the background and becomes just a sweet element, sweet, dark, big foundation. It is just the right amount. And the perique, you get the hits of that perique. I'm not going to go into all the what describing the notes and everything. I'm just going to tell you what is coming out. And this is just such a balanced blend. It's hard to tell what is playing off of what, but the balancing act and putting the tobaccos where they're going to shine, where it's not going to overpower another leaf that's in there. It's amazing. It really is. Get this thing going. I just popped this tin today, so it probably could use a little bit of drying time. It's so well blended, folks. I don't know. I don't know what else to say. I don't know how to describe it to you. Everything in there is the perfect amount. You get the burleys playing off the dark fired. You get the perique and the dark fired together doing its little plummy, just that foundation. And then the burley kind of strengthens that foundation a little bit. And then you get the lightness from the Virginia on the top. Mmm. It's so good. So if you haven't tried Exhausted Rooster, and look at that tin art. I mean, that's something you can put on your shelf, on your bookshelf in your study, so you can sit back and read a pipe or smoke a pipe and read a book. Mm, 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 mm. Folks, Exhausted Rooster, Cornell&Diehl. They're the real deal, let me tell you. Go out there and support these guys. For real, now more than ever. Throw all your support behind Cornell&Diehl, and they're making some fantastic stuff. I ordered 5 different blends. This is one of them. And I think I have like 4 blends of theirs, 4 or 5 blends already in my cellar. So I'll be reviewing those and just kind of giving you my perspective on them. If you're on the fence about any of these tobaccos, I know one thing for sure: you're going to get a well thought out, balanced tobacco from Cornell&Diehl. If it's not, up your alley, not your cup of tea, it's still, you're not going to have much bad to say about it, other than it's just not your cup of tea. But the craftsmanship that goes into these tobaccos, I am super, super impressed. And this is right out of the tin, and it's not bitey at all. I mean, such a pleasant experience. Mm-mm. I'm gonna go enjoy the rest of this bowl, folks. I appreciate each and every one of you stopping by. Be sure to like and subscribe so we can get this Pipe Companion podcast going. Thanks for stopping by, folks. We'll see you on the next one.